What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Conor Benn versus Chris Van Heerden, and this was a 12-rounder in the welterweight division, and this fight was Saturday, April 16th, from the AO Arena in Manchester, England, and this fight was broadcasted on DAZN, and in this fight, Conor Benn absolutely destroyed Chris Van Heerden inside 2 rounds, dropping him once and finishing, and letting the referee count him out, and he waved it off. So, yeah, this was a brutal finish and an excellent win for Conor Benn, might I say. And leading up to the stoppage, this bout scored 10-9, obviously, in favor of Conor Benn. And just really to break down this fight pretty quick. The first round, a very solid round that actually I was surprised that Chris Van Heerden was a bit in it. He was making the fight a bit more competitive. Conor Benn was sort of lunging into a lot of shots, was getting hit a bit in that first round and at the start of the second. But then, the first round I still edged to Benn with his aggression and pressure fighting. Thought he just edged it with that and was just outworking Van Heerden. But then in the second round, it really started off with Chris Van Heerden landing a nice left hand, but then it just went all downhill from there as Conor Benn pressed the action and landed a huge right hand, a sniper-like right hand that backed up and wobbled Van Heerden on the ropes. And then Conor Benn went in for the kill, was landing big combinations, then landed a big right hand that sent Chris Van Heerden toppling over like a big oak tree. It was a very, very good solid finish for Conor Benn. Chris Van Heerden stayed in the corner on the canvas, did not get up. Referee waved it off, as I mentioned before. So, comment down below your thoughts on Conor Benn's performance, if you think it was good, and who you think he should fight next. And that goes into the question, what is next for Conor Benn? So, Conor Benn is really coming off these easy wins. And, these aren't wins over opponents who were easy necessarily. These are over top 20 welterweights, former world title challengers, former champions, etc., and he's destroying them. So these are really fights that should be testing him and giving him some good experience, but he's absolutely destroying these opponents, which is really good for himself and building up himself as a fighter. So, I really want to see Conor Benn fighting at that next level, maybe even against a guy who's in the top 15, top 10 in the welterweight division, someone that will really, really test him as opposed to these guys who, although they're good fighters, like Van Heerden, like Algieri, and like so many others that he's facing, even like Formella, a lot of these other guys, still, he has not really been tested yet. Even Adrian Granados, he was able to easily beat, even though Granados is a fighter that's known for giving some guys a tough night. But, he got the job done here, but I would really hope to see, and I think we might see Conor Benn take on someone who's in the top 15, top 10, maybe even someone like a David Avanesian, someone like that, like a really, really tough, really, really solid and good fighter. But as for Chris Van Heerden here, losing for the third time, and this was the most brutal of any of his losses, a second-round knockout. Errol Spence couldn't even stop him that quick, and that was that was really like 5-6 years ago, but still, it's a very solid, big statement for Conor Benn. But, Van Heerden losing here for the third time, as I mentioned before, and, as I mentioned before, really brutal loss. I believe that Van Heerden is in maybe his late or mid-30s. But, I really think he's going to go back to South Africa, maybe have some lower-level fights, maybe in the United States on some lower-level cards, whatever, and then he might get called up for another opportunity to face another prospect, or someone like that. So, overall, Conor Benn destroys Chris Van Heerden, dropping him and stopping him inside 2 rounds, getting one of the better wins of his career thus far. And that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.